What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the homestead for part 2 of the predator-proof chicken coop. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna paint the framing for old EGG-QUENTIN today. We're working on the chicken run part. I didn't have pressure treated 2x4s to do the roof part. That's gonna hold the wire, and I can't afford to buy them right now because lumber prices are freaking ridiculous. So I'm going to use some paint that I have left over from the last house I had. I painted the outside of it. I got 5 gallons of a pretty nice looking green. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to paint. That should extend the life of that roof for quite a while. And I also give a nice little aesthetic look to the old chicken coop and chicken run itself. The old shed behind me that I'm turning into the actual coop, it could use a fresh coat of paint for sure. It's looking a little dated and a little rough there. Although I don't like painting, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's one of the main things when it comes to construction that I do not like. I don't like painting. But it makes a big difference and gives it a nice look. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. And I don't need to talk about it, I need to be about it. So let's go ahead and get on started with it. And I'll touch back with you after we get it painted and tell you what step we're doing next. Alright, let's get some music running so I can actually enjoy this painting a little bit. Come on with it. Well, I got it painted. I think I got more on me than I did the 2x4s and 4x4s. Come on. I'm definitely not a painter. It looks good though. It ain't gonna win the cover of no house and garden, I assure you that. But it sure did make those ugly old 2x4s I had up there look a lot better. Should look pretty good with all that new wire on there. I'm gonna end up using horse wire at the top right there. I believe it's 5 foot, so I'm gonna start at the top and let it drop down 5 foot. And wherever that ends, I'm going to take metal deck and put all the way around the base of it. And that right there should be a pretty good deterrent for the predators. And then on top of that, I'm going to run 2 foot of chicken wire underground, laid out flat, and put dirt on top of it all the way around the chicken run. And that'll keep any predators from being able to dig up underneath and come in that way. And then I also have some little 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch wire that I'm going to run across the top right there. It's a little bit thicker than chicken wire because raccoons can chew through chicken wire. So I don't want them climbing up top and then chewing through and dropping down in the coop and taking out all of my great chicken and eggs and stuff. But as I switch wire and start putting it up, I'll kind of step you through and why I'm using what I'm using and where I'm using it and what's the purpose of it. Well, this thing ain't gonna do itself. Matter of fact, it's starting to rain. We got a tropical storm coming here. And it's supposed to rain for the next 4 days. I hope I'm able to get this wire up. If not, I'm going to have to stop for a little while and pick it back up in 4 days, which is going to delay this video a little while. And if it does, I'm sorry about that. But I'll get it done as fast as I can. You know, Mother Nature, she runs it. All right, let me show you what we got going on here. I took a metal bar, I ran it through the fence in about 3 different areas, once in the center, once up top, and once at the bottom. Now, if I was running a full length of a fence, I would put a jig on there, something that kind of bolted down to every single one of the wires, but this is a little short run, so I don't have to. It doesn't have to be that tight. So I put my chain, come along there, I hooked it up to the top of the tractor, and I'll back up, and then we'll put a couple of staples in there to keep it held, and then we'll come down to the end here and nail it off 100% like we did the other end, and that'll be good for now. I'm going to add some framing and stuff on the inside that'll stiffen up the wire quite a bit, and still going to put the metal deck at the bottom. All right, let me go ahead and get this pull tight before it gets dark. Come on. Well, good morning, guys. Well, it got dark on me last night, but we ended up getting the 2 runs of horse wire ran. I ended up opting with horse wire because it's a lot thicker than goat and sheep wire. It's pretty close together. I think it's 2 inch by 4 inch. I only ran it from the top to about 1.5 to 2 foot from the bottom there. I'm putting metal decking all the way around the bottom, so I didn't need to run it all the way down. That'll keep anything from being able to bite through it. Raccoons and other predators can eat right on through that chicken wire. So even if you chicken wire the whole thing, it doesn't do very much good if they can just eat right through it. I am going to run a 2-foot strip of chicken wire at the bottom, nail it to the bottom of the 4x4s, and then run it flat along the ground, and I'll put dirt over it. That way no predators can dig up underneath the pen. Raccoons and foxes and stuff like that, they'll start digging and get it right up underneath, and go right on in there and take out all your chickens. I ain't trying to give them no chickens. Come on. And then I ended up getting a different type of wire for the roof. I didn't want to use the horse wire. I felt like that was a little bit overkill, but I ended up going with this wire right here. It's quite a bit thicker than the old chicken wire. I think it'll lay down nice. Typically people use it around their trees and stuff to keep the deer and stuff out, but it'll work real good for the roof. It's only a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch square, so nothing will be able to get up underneath. By the time I'm done with the run here, it will definitely be predator proof. About the only thing that is not going to stop is probably a bear. We do have black bears around here, but they don't typically tend to be a problem. They did attack my deer feeder last year. But if we end up having bear issues here, I'll put electric wire around it as well. Hopefully I don't have to go to that point, but we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and get started running this chicken wire at the base down here, and then we'll start framing out the lower section here to be able to put the deck across the bottom. All right, let's go ahead and get started, because we got a tropical storm coming here, and it's supposed to be raining for the next 3 or 4 days. I'd like to get the run part done. All right, let's get with it. Boy, it's hot out here. That humidity's kicking, boy. Got Van Dam out here kicking it now. Kicking it. It is hot out here. Well, we're getting close. We're getting close. Still got the wire to do across the roof and to build the door. But that's about it. We are definitely getting there. My glasses all fogged up. Had to wear them. Couldn't find no safety glasses, so I had to actually put my glasses on. This might be the first time I've ever wore the glasses in any of my videos. But yeah, I'm getting old. The vision ain't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. We're getting close though. We're getting close. All right, I went ahead and ran metal all the way up, about 3 foot up the wall. That'll help keep things from being able to climb up on the fence, and also won't allow predators to be able to see the chickens on the inside, which should help with security a little bit. I also got chicken wire ran 2 foot all the way around the perimeter, and it's ran up underneath and nailed up behind this deck. I'll end up putting dirt along here. You'll never even see this, but if a predator tries to start digging at the fence, he's just going to run into wire and won't be able to do it. I ended up using a heavier gauge horse fence for the rest of the wire. It's 2x4 squares, very thick. Nothing's going to be able to chew through that. I used a different type of wire across the top. It's a little 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. It's a little thicker than actual chicken wire. That way the raccoons can't chew through it. For the time being, I just went ahead and used some stainless tie wire to seam all the seams together until wood prices go down, and then I'll end up running some 1x2s or 1x4s across every seam and nailing it off. But for right now, it works. Went ahead and built a door. Used pressure treated lumber, so I haven't painted it yet. End up getting a latch and a little handle system. Works out good. And on the inside, this is the goat pen over here. I went ahead and went with the horse wire again. Also ran metal all the way across there. I'm going to order one of those automated doors that open and close on their own in the evenings and in the morning. And I'll frame out right there and install that. That way in the daytime the door will automatically open and let the chickens graze out there with the goats, and then in the evening they can come back into the roost. But it's a pretty good size run. It's about 9 foot by about 22 foot. Not too bad. Well, that's going to be about it for us, guys. The sun is starting to set and I got to get my tools up. I know this was a long video. There was a lot of content in here, and I hope that y'all was able to get something and some tricks and tips to be able to keep your chickens safe. If y'all got anything out of this video and like this video, go ahead and leave me a comment and hit that like button. And don't forget to share my videos. It does a ton for this channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, I'd appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe. We got a lot of fun projects coming up in the future. But until we see each other again, come on, let's go homesteading.